Hello guys, like I promised at the end of video number 4, we were troubleshooting the ipv6 because the ping between on the GRE tunnel was not working. So like I promised you, we're going to do the troubleshooting and then make sure it works before we start our OSPF version 3 and then our ripping trouble configuration. So I think we put in the wrong command on the tunnel interface, so I went ahead and took those configuration out. So if you go, let's do undo show IP interface, no, do show run interface tunnel 34. Now on the tunnel interface, if you remember the first time I put tunnel mode GRE ipv6, that was the wrong command. So go on the interface tunnel 34 and then type this command and then put no and then take this command out. Now after you take this command out, you're going to type, since we are configuring ipv6 over ipv4, so after you take this command out, just type tunnel mode ipv6 IP. This is the right command that you're supposed to put on the tunnel interface tunnel 34. So you're going to do this on R3 and do the same thing on R4. So after you do that, shut down the interface and then bring it up again by using no shutdown, and then you should be good to go. That's exactly what I did. So I'm gonna try and ping R4 interface, which is 2026::34:2. So ping 2026::34:2, and we can ping over we can ping between our GRE tunnel over IPv4 interfaces, like IPv4 addresses. So right now we have everything, all the IPv4 address configured. So IPv4 between R3 and R4 is good. IPv6 between all the routers and the devices are good. So right now all we're left to do is to configure our OSPF version 3 between R1, R2, R3 and R4. So we're going to start on R1. Now the link, like I told you before, the link between R1 and R2 will be in area 12. So when it comes to OSPF version 3, you have to enable the process before and then go on the individual interfaces to activate the OSPF process. So on R1, if you follow with me, we have IPv6 router OSPF process ID 6. Now as you can see, we need to put a router ID. So router ID will be 1.1.1.1. Alright, so the OSPF v3 with process ID 6 has been enabled on R1. So we go to R2 and do the same thing. So with config T IPv6 router OSPF 6 sets the router ID to be 2.2.2.2. Alright, so we can pretty much do the same thing on R3 and R4 as well. Config T IPv6 router, if I can spell router OSPF 6, set the router ID to be 3.3.3.3, and then finally on R4 with IPv6 router OSPF 6 router ID should be 4.4.4.4. Alright, so we pretty much have everything configured OSPF is enabled on all the all the routers. So now we have to go on each individual interfaces and enable OSPF v3. So let's start with R1. Let's exit out of here and let's go to interface loopback 1 first. Then we go ipv6 OSPF process ID 6 OSPF ipv6 OSPF process ID 6 area. So the loopback of R1 will be in area 0, area 12, and then we're gonna go into interface serial 1/0.12. That's the serial between R1 and R2. Oh, what is a typo right there? /0.12. There you go, and it pretty much repeats this same command, area 12. All right, so let's go to R2 and we'll do the same thing. Exit out of here, interface loopback 1, if ipv6 OSPF6, then we go area. Okay, the loopback interface on R2, yeah, we'll probably put it on area 0 too. It don't really matter. So area 0. You know what? Let's put it in area. Yeah, let's put it in area 0. Area 0. And then the interface between R1 and R2, or the interface from R2 to R1, will be in area 12, same as this one. So let's go there. We have interface serial 1/0.12, then rinse wash and repeat, area 12. So there you go. So we should have there you go, we have a neighborship forming right now. So if I do show ipv6 route, I should see the loopback interface of R1 into R2. So let's see, R1 is what's R1 is FE, so there it is, FEC 0::111. So we should be able to ping that from here. So FEC 0::11. Let's see, 1:1:1 and HC6. So there it is, so that's between R1 and R2. Pretty much everything is done when it comes to OSPF v3, and then we have to now configure between R2 and R3. Now we put the loopback interface of R2 into area 0. So we're gonna go back to interface serial 1/0.23. That's the link between R2 and R3, and then we're gonna put that in area 0 as well. ipv6 OSPF6 area 0. Now we go to R3. So exit here, interface loopback 1, ipv6 OSPF6 area 34. Put the loopback into area 34. And then your interface serial 1/0.23 between R3 and R2, and then we put that in area 0 because that was the area facing. So we should have a neighborship for it. There you go, we have an OSPF neighborship form right now. So now from here I should be able to see the loopback interface of R1 on R3 if everything is good. So do show ipv6 route. Alright, so let's see what we have. There it is. So it's coming in as an inter area route, because it's jumping from area 0 to area 12. So this is going to be it for now. We pretty much have R1, R2 and R3 done. So I hope you guys are following with this video. We're going to continue from R3 to R4 and then finish up the ribbon in our next video. So I hope this has been informative to you. So I will see you in the next video.